If I were to give you any advice on applying for your first fast food job, whether it be Chick-fil-A, Sonic, or Burger Queen, just know if you like eating there, don't work there. Cause by the time you quit or get fired from there, you're not gonna wanna eat there no more anyways. Not because of the process and how the food is made or anything, but you're just gonna eat there so much while you're working there that you're not gonna want it no more. There's also a slight small chance that you might hate Chick-fil-A and everything they stand for after the experience. For me, this job is
Sooubway.
But for me, it wasn't the food that made me leave, it wasn't the co-workers, it wasn't the customers, it was the bosses. For some reason, every Subway boss on the planet is fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So I worked at 2 Subways over the summer and both of my bosses was crazy. Not to mention, my first boss was literally scamming me out of my money. So let me explain how. So after we closed, we had this long ass list of duties we had to do. Boom, take the trash out. Boom, wash the dishes. Boom, do this, do that, right? So when I was doing my interview, my boss told me the most red flag ass shit. She said, "We close at 8. Why did she talk like that? Because she was African. Duh, don't think too much into it. So she was like, "We close at 8 and we only pay you until 9. So if you are not finished those list of duties by 9 o'clock, then you will continue to get your black ass back on that field and slave for no fucking monies." So she knew this was my first job and I wouldn't care too much because I only wanted the monies. But if I knew my ass was gonna be there till 10:30 sometimes, I would have told her fuck all that talking and punched her right there during the interview. We didn't have no type of clock in, clock out process. She just paid us by the hours that we worked, which is illegal by the way, but I was just worried about my little measly $8 an hour that I was getting. I remember one time I had worked for 4 o'clock and I had got there at 3:50 and sat in my car until 4. So I went in at 4 o'clock on the dot and she was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Why are you here at exactly 4? You must be at 3:50, 3:55, something like that. Bitch, you not paying me no 3:55 money," is what I wanted to say. But I was still so happy with my $8 an hour, I was like, fine, fuck it. But I wasn't about to be there till 10:30 every day, so I started to half-ass my work, do a little sweeping here and there just to get the hell out by 9 o'clock. But after a while of doing that, I got kind of tired and I didn't want to do it no more. And that's because I was working from 4 to 9 most days and sometimes 12 to 9. Now let me tell you something, these are the worst hours you can have. Never choose these hours. Don't choose them because you never gonna have no free time. Unless you the type of person to wake up at 8 a.m., chill with your partners until 11 o'clock, and then go to work all the way up until 9 p.m., then go back at 10 to chill with your partners again. That's just weird. So I went to my boss and was like, "Can I have my hours changed?" And she was like, "No, my cheap ass only has 4 workers and 2 of them are literally my kids." Why the hell do you only have 4 workers in the first place? And why are 2 of them your kids? Alright, so the crew consists of me, this nigga Sean, her daughter, let's call her Lisa, and her son Chris. Now let me tell you, fuck her kids. Okay, not fuck Lisa, but fuck this nigga. This nigga came to work in basketball shorts and a regular ass t-shirt every day, but his mama don't care cause that's my baby boy. But I don't dislike him because of that. I dislike him cause he's just a bitch. I remember this nigga partners came in the Subway. I made them 2 sandwiches, I think it was like 2 foot longs, and then I told them they price, $15, boom, whatever. And then he looks over, he's like, "Chris." And then Chris looks at me and he's like, "Nah, they good." So I'm like, alright, cool, they good.
But my partners better be good too, fuck you mean?
So I remember my brother came in, Big Quack 007. He come in ordering sandwiches for the whole family, about 3 foot longs. I'm like, alright, he not good, but I'm only charging for like 2 6-inches instead of 3 foot longs. So I finished working with my brother and I'm like, he good. I move on to the next customer. And this nigga Chris comes up to me and is like, "We need to talk." Who the fuck are you, my dad? What the hell you want? But he walks off, so I'm like, alright, whatever. I finish off with that customer and I go to washing the dishes. Business as usual, every day. Yo, why'd you hook your boys up with the sandwiches? What, nigga? Why'd you hook your boys up with the sandwiches?
Nigga, why did you hook your boys up with the sandwiches?
Is also what I wanted to say. But what came out was, and his bleach buzzing big bean head ass gonna say, "Don't do that again." So I'm like, alright, and I get back to washing the dishes. I'm thinking it's over. But nah, this nigga starts to dial up his mom. Yeah, we got another one. So this nigga mama comes in threatening to fire me and shit. And I remember her exact words. She was like, "I terminate employees for that." Well, shit. I had no idea my boss is actually Arnold Schwarzenegger. She ended up not firing me, but I had quit anyways because of them stupid ass hours. But nigga, this was only
Round 1.
my second Subway boss was 10 times worse. I thought it was gonna be better because it had a nice setup, I wasn't getting scammed out of my money, and my coworkers were actually better. But if I knew my boss was actually the devil, I would've never worked there. But shit, this animation shit take long, so y'all gonna have to wait a week for that one. But I mean, I could get videos out faster if y'all niggas start subscribing. But anyways, I'm gonna tell y'all about this demon next week. No moral of the story this week. I'm gonna give it to y'all next story. Part 2. Peace.
I'm trying to get rich, not ready. Yeah, fuck a foreign, we just spent the pin up in the Audi.
Yo, I got a message for all 6 of my fans out there. Sorry, but I couldn't get the odd ones out to feature this video. He's the original Sooubway legend. So what I need y'all to do is go flood his comments and tell him Casper Walken needs a feature desperately. I know it sounds like a joke, but I need all 6 of y'all to do that. I am actively working on part 2 of this video, so a message to the odd ones out, you gotta feature the part 3. That won't come the week after, but I'll make it one day. Of course, go like and subscribe and follow my Twitter. Name's right on the screen. Thanks for any support y'all giving me. Peace.